Greetings to you all. Let's go through this knowledge. In my native language, we refer to people as vanhu. Follows that it will be vanhu va Xitsonga, Vatsonga, vanhu va Ronga tribe, Varonga, vanhu Vatswa tribe, Vatswa. Follows that if we refer to languages, it will be Tsonga speak Shi. Tsonga is a language now. Shi is an object. Ronga speak Shi, Ronga. And then Tswa speak Shi, Tswa. Here we've got a challenge with the next one. We have vanhu. Again, but instead of having Vachangana, we have Machangana. There is a proof for that. It used to be referred to Vatsonga Machangani. Now, how do you associate MA with VA? The only way you can look at is in Nguni, specific, to be specific, Sizulu. They say Ama Zulu. So, meaning this one being umuntu, it became Ama Changani. And the A was not used, hence the word Machangani. So this word Machangani has got the relation with Zulu. We all know Soshangana, Ndwandwe. We escaped the Zulu kingdom. So if you are one of those clans which I mentioned earlier, Ronga, Tswa, Tsonga, you call yourself Mchangana. You're bringing your association with Ndwandwe, Manukosi, Soshangana, and the Zulu nation, which is not the crime on its own, but it has to be. So other than that, if you still speak Xitsonga and you call it you yourself Mchangana, unfortunately you're going back in time where you are shying away for who you are. Because I showed the relationship between Machangana and Amazulu. So you are shying from your origin. If you speak Xitsonga, Tsonga, naturally. And it's a damage to the genuine language speakers if you take their language, which is Xitsonga, and you call it Xichangana, yet it is not. So if you say it's Xichangana, it better be it. You should use in a dialect, put yourself Mamazala, Niyakhuluma, and so forth. The good example are those in Bushbuckridge. Shichangana, which is, after all, is not a tribe, is in a clan. So I hope I made the point clear this time. And goodbye.